Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for ReZero Season 2, Episode 9. So, real quick order of business before we get started. You may notice some changes with my webcam. I'm working on it. I'm still not sure if I'm settling with these settings. I did notice that after comparing, for a while I've been comparing my current videos with the videos before I reformatted, and they definitely seem to have a clear quality difference, and I'm using the same exact webcam, so I'm trying to fix that. One thing I'm trying to do is I reduced the smoothness, basically. So when I move my hand, the blurriness right there that you see, I had that cranked up so it wasn't really blurry, but I was noticing that I believe that hinders the quality quite a bit doing that. So I'm giving it a shot with it one step lower, so my motions might seem a little blurry, but hopefully when I'm sitting still, which is majority of the time anyway, you guys will have a clearer picture. So I guess let me know in the comments if you notice any really weird hiccups or anything really bad that I happen to not notice. If you like the old setup better or whatnot, but I also raised the FPS a little bit too to see if that would help at all with the blurriness, since this camera can record in 60 FPS apparently, but I was only recording in 30 before, so we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what's the best. I'm still messing with things, guys. Anyway, all right. So sorry for that long bit. Then there's also last episode, which is crazy. We had some more discussing with Echidna. We had crazy carnivore bunnies that ate Subaru. I'm still not sure how he got transported to that snow area. So many questions, but I am looking forward to seeing where all these questions go with Echidna. So yeah, without further ado, guys, let's jump into the episode, shall we? All right, so we're gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, what he's been through, maybe? Ooh. The Witch of Envy, okay. We pretty much knew that. Yeah, that's what I don't know either. Okay, so Ekunda doesn't know either. Ooh. This is a dizzying shot. There isn't. Okay. I think there's a I think I agree with Ekunda that there's no hard limit, but I think there's a soft cap to what he's able to do. Because I think he's just gonna go friggin' insane at one point if he keeps this up for 30 more years or something. Doesn't allow you to make mistakes. That's an interesting, hmm. Damn. Oh, wait. What? What? Jeez. Hmm. So he kind of reaffirmed his resolve after he was kind of going crazy before. But why is she so helpful? Does she just like info and like sharing info as a part of her greed, or... Hmm. Drink more of my fluids. I'm just kidding. Yeah, what was that? The Great Rabbit. What? The Three Great Maybes. Interesting. Okay. Jeez. Yeah, rabbits reproduce like crazy. If they can do that, then... Damn, okay, so we know what killed them all. Jeez, so you have to kill every single one. Yep, at the same time, jeez. Hmm. He has his hands full, alright. Sooner than expected. What does that mean? Hmm. Oh. But he dies either way. Like, it doesn't matter if he dies. Oh. Shit. I wonder what... I wonder how close the archbishops are to, like, Echidna, because the Archbishop of Greed was pretty ruthless in the first episode, wasn't he? But Echidna doesn't seem like that at all. That was just something I was thinking about. Oh boy. Alright, let's meet the Witch of Gluttony. Daphne. The restraints. Shit, he's gonna touch her, isn't he? God damn it. Please listen, Subaru. Oh boy. Is it another hot chick? Nope. Just a little kid. She's not restrained. What? Don't touch her. Don't touch her! Don't touch her! No, no, no! Oh my god. Well. Oh! He's shattered like a doll. That's so weird. That voice sounds older. Yep. What the heck is going on? What? He's back together. What is going on? What? Ah, okay. Jeez. It's sending Gluttony back, but this time don't touch her? Oh my god, are they just introducing all the other witches? Oh. Is this... Okay, I see. So the first one wasn't Gluttony, the first one was one of the other ones, and the second one was Wrath, and now this is Gluttony because she's contained. Jeez. That's creepy. Yeah. She tried to save the world, didn't she? Or something, right? Yeah. Hmm. That is interesting to think about. Okay. She is kind of helping him. Hmm. Maybe ask about the Great Serpent, because I imagine you're gonna come across that too. Hmm. Ooh. Hmm. I mean, he did do the white whale, so I don't know. Pride was Typhon. Okay. Damn, I was gonna try to guess after the episode, and then look, I still have a list of all of them from before, so. Yeah, she introduced herself. Typhon, Pride, Minerva, Wrath. Daphne, Gluttony. Gotta try to remember that stuff. I didn't put a hair in it. Uh oh. Ah. Uh oh. Hmm. Failure? Yeah. Ooh. I like that line. Ah, okay. Hmm. So that seems like a ticket he needs to call on later in the show, some other time. Hmm. What's she gonna ask for? What? Greed. Hmm. Yeah, so why does that matter then? Hmm. Interesting. Oh, jeez. More ominous shit. God damn it, Echidna. Why you do this? So who is waking up early? There's no one there. It's still there. Okay. What's behind that door, I wonder? Oh, there's another one. What? What? What now? It's gonna be like the serpent or some shit, isn't it? It's gonna be like every bad thing possible happening all the time. What the hell? One thing after another for poor Subaru. Oh shit. Is this envy? Oh, that audio right there. What the hell? Oh man, that like with surround sound headphones, that bugged me. That like tickled my ears in a weird spot. Oh. Garfield saved him. Why? I guess this is interesting. This is a reset. So this is before the confrontation with Garfield, where Garfield says like, "I smell the witch on you, so I don't trust you" and shit. And now he probably thinks he smells the witch on Subaru because of this right here. I bet. Can she leave the barrier? Considering she should be a half elf as well, which means she's half blood. Jeez. Okay. What the hell? Oh, that was an episode. I like having a lot of things that happen in these episodes like this, but there's also a part of me that I feel like they're like throwing too much into the wind and like I don't know where they're planning to go with it, you know? Are we gonna have after credits? Well, we might, judging off the time. Either that or it's preview that I have to skip. Oh, this does not seem like preview. Oh. What? What? What does that mean? Interesting. Okay, I don't know. There's so much shit going on, I don't even know anymore. So, I was saying that's the end of episode 9, by the way. It's over. It's done. It's done. We're done. No, but so I like, being confused. I like not fully understanding everything, but the show originally would handle one problem at a time, right? We had Elsa going to the storeroom where she would kill Subaru and all the others, And then we, dealt with, the white whale and all these other conflicts and stuff like that, where we deal with them one by one as they come up. But my problem is, this time we've thrown in, I'm still not sure why things were suddenly snowy, right? I guess my only thought is they were snowy suddenly because either the snow comes with those rabbits, or it was snowy because wherever, Puck is, he knew that Amelia died, and last time Amelia died, we had Puck going on a rampage, and we had snow. That's the only things I can think of as why there was suddenly, snow everywhere, when Subaru came out of that place. And everybody had already, died and stuff, But, I don't know. That was a little confusing. But, so we have, the whole rabbit situation. We still have the Archbishop of Greed and Gluttony at the beginning that showed up and just has played no part in the story since then. And then we also have, obviously, these trials that's going on in the Sanctuary and all that. We have some craziness going on with, Roswaal and Beatrice. And then we even have, some mystery between, Garfield and his, half-sister, Frederica. So, I feel like we have so many things going on, and now we have the witch showing up, the Witch of Envy, for some reason making an appearance here this time. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, essentially, and I like knowing that, and I'm not really... I mean, in a way, I'm complaining a little bit, because I'm worried that the show isn't going to satisfy my expectations of wrapping up a lot of these things in, a timely manner. I feel like they're just throwing a lot of things at us, hoping we are oh my god, this is a lot of stuff, a lot of info that we can learn about in the future, and then some of it we're not going to deal with until way down the line, But I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to trust the show, and I'll judge it at the end when we're, at the end of the season, I guess, and almost all of this isn't wrapped up or something, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so we learned quite a bit. We got to see a couple of the witches, which was cool. We had Pride, who was the little girl, and she, shattered Subaru And basically, when she touched Subaru, there was no pain, so he wasn't a bad guy. But then Pride used, like, something that took Subaru's own, uh... like, insecurities about himself and self-image and reflected it back on himself, and it just made him shatter, you know? Which is interesting. It goes to show us, like, as the viewer, how little Subaru really does believe in himself, you know? Because we know he does kind of put on, like, a brave face and stuff like that. And I think sometimes he believes in himself to eventually get it done, but only because he has the return by death, you know? So he can just keep trying it over and over until he gets it right. But anyway, and then for some reason, Wrath made an appearance, and Wrath decided to fix Subaru, which is interesting because I don't know why she decided to do that. And she did it with, like, hearts and stuff, and with whatever magic she was doing. So I'm not quite sure I understand why Wrath decided to save Subaru. Now, I know, like, obviously we're seeing that not all these witches have their quirks, have some aspect of them that can make them appear bad, you know? But a lot of them do things for what they think are good reasons, I believe, you know? So far, Pride and Gluttony, out of the four we've seen, seem to be the most, like, accidental evil, I guess I would say, because Pride is just, like, judging you and you're judging yourself. And I guess Pride is just trying to rid the world of all the people that, like, don't believe in themselves or are bad. You know, maybe? I'm not sure. Like, if you don't have enough pride in yourself, then there's no point for you to be around, you know? I don't know. And then Gluttony is obviously trying to keep things fair, you know, in a sense. Like, she said it here, where Subaru was like, your bunnies are, you know, eating everything. And she was like, well, isn't it only fair that if you're gonna eat them, then you should have every chance for them to eat you too, you know? Like, just because we are at the top of the food chain doesn't mean that we have free reign over all other life, you know? And I thought that was a pretty cool, like, sentiment, even though creating something that can infinitely replicate as long as one of them is still alive and is in such a giant mob that no one can, like, handle them and just gets devoured alive. That's not just, like, leveling the playing field. That's, like, completely breaking the playing field. So, you know, obviously they're named after the seven deadly sins, and it seems like their sins really drive their personalities, and I think sometimes blinds them to some of the other, you know, sins or emotions that they should be feeling, potentially. But something in this episode really made me think about the archbishops, though, too, because it's something I don't know why I didn't bring up sooner, but we had, like, obviously Echidna doesn't seem entirely bad. She seems like she has her flaws, she has her greed, you know, but she doesn't seem like she's, like, the witch going around and killing people. But we know that greed in the beginning attacked all those carts and, you know, nearly they killed a bunch of people, I think, injured a bunch of people. So, if that's supposed to be the archbishop for Echidna, why is that guy going around doing that stuff? Does he just think that's what Echidna wants, and Echidna has no communication with him? Or did somehow the Witch of Envy corrupt all of the archbishops? Because we know that the Archbishop of Sloth, Betelgeuse, was always worshipping the Witch of Envy, right? It seemed like. So maybe the Witch of Envy corrupted them. That's the only thing I can think of. And they're all working for her now, and it's just it's a corruption thing, I don't know. But other than that, I don't know why. I just wanted to bring it up because that is something I'm thinking about, especially now after really getting to know Echidna. She doesn't seem entirely bad, at least at the moment. Maybe she is, and she's just hiding her true self, but anyway. Man, there's so much in this episode. Like, obviously we know that Echidna knows about Return by Death. Echidna's belief, even though she doesn't know for sure, is that it's unlimited, the amount that he's able to return by death, which I believe that. But like I said, I think there's a soft cap of what his sanity can handle, Like, he may be able to go infinite amount of times returned by death, but I think by, like, returned by death number 1000 or something, he's gonna be just like a broken shell of a man, because we almost saw him break this episode. The only reason he didn't was because Echidna pulled him in there and calmed him down with his with her, like, tea or whatever, right? And then he made a deal to remain calm, but I think amidst making that deal, during that whole conversation, it ended up stop being the tea and him kind of, like, getting his motivation back, like, reaffirming his resolve. So I think there is still just, like, a part of him that is sane out of his own merits and not just out of what Echidna did for him, And then we also had other times where we've seen him almost break in the first season and stuff like that, but there was other friends and stuff like that around to kind of help pull him back a bit, So, and I mean, there was that one time where Rem was taking care of him while he was, like, completely broken, and then that was the time when he was chained with Betelgeuse, and Betelgeuse ended up killing Rem and in front of him, and then he, like, snapped out of it and, like, freaked out, snapped out of it a little bit, and then he, like, ended up dying and tried to actually, like, do things again, I believe. So, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm definitely wondering where they're going with this season, because I know this is supposed to be a 2-core, right? But we're only getting the first half of the core now, and then we're getting the second half not immediately after, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I actually have to look into it, because we only have, like, 3 more episodes or something, so I might need to start looking into what the next show is going to be. Maybe run, like, a poll or something. I don't know. I have to look into that. I'm not sure. Maybe the second core is coming right away, or what, but I have to look into how many episodes, because we're on episode 9. I actually need to get on that. So, it kind of snuck up on me, because all my other shows I'm watching, except for Violet Evergarden on my Patreon, which is a shorter one, but that's kind of like a one I've been doing in my spare time, so it's one that's taken me quite a while to finish. But doing this one weekly, it's honestly, like, gone really quickly. But yeah, as for Roswaal, I don't know what that stuff was at the end. Now that I know he's talking about Subaru, I want to go back and see precisely what he says, because it almost seems like Roswaal is following Subaru as some kind of, like, godly figure. I don't know. Maybe not godly, but let's see what Roswaal says. Goodness, what terrible luck, while all the purple shit's, like, surrounding him. And without even knowing the outcome of the trial, if you wish to walk through hell, I will gladly accompany you. And I think he's talking about Subaru right now. And then he says, if you wish to live in hell, then hell is what I shall strive for. Try not to make any mistakes next time. Oh, that's so ominous and vague. I don't know what that means. Like, it almost seems like if I were to interpret that in any way, it seems like Roswaal might know that Subaru is doing this return by death, but doesn't say anything really. Yet, and he realizes that Subaru keeps resetting, and maybe that's what he's considering if you want to like walk through hell or whatever. Uh, then he'll follow in some or something like that. But he held a book, which obviously reminds me of the gospel. But he said that all the other gospels were fakes except for the two real ones that exist in the world, and Beatrice has one. She pulled it out while she was in the mansion. Does that mean he has the other one? Or does that mean he's been following this fake one and he just lied to Subaru about that whole dealio about like the fake ones just being fake and junk, you know? I don't know. That's interesting. I don't really know exactly what to make of that, but interesting. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, what else happened this episode? I know more happened. There was so much just like small little things. I mean, I guess we know that there's a serpent, a great serpent now. So there's the white whale, there's the serpent, and then there's the bunnies. He's working on taking out the bunnies now. I imagine the serpent's going to be something that we deal with in maybe another season or something. And Subaru is going to be this person that's just like ridding the world of all these like just disaster, like walking disasters. But then there's also all the archbishops that are roaming around that we still have to worry about. Like, I don't know what they're getting into. And then I just don't understand what's going on with this, like, the appearance of the Witch of Envy here in, like... Because every time it wasn't in, like... It wasn't in a form that anybody saw, except for Subaru. But this time Garfield saw it. Like, she was, like, there. And that seems like it was supposed to be something that she wouldn't appear until later in the story, like way down the road, once everything else has been dealt with. So why is she appearing now is weird. The only thing I can think of is she's the Witch of Envy, right? The Witch of Jealousy, essentially. The Jealous Witch is what they call her. So he just had a tea party, a second tea party, with these other witches that she had already taken care of, that she was jealous of, and now the person that she chose, that she brought into this world from another world, gave him this special power, and now he's warming up to the other witches, but not her, you know? So all I can think of is her massive amount of jealousy is overcoming her, and now she's taking a, you know, somewhat physical form. It still seems like ghostly in a way, you know, but maybe her, like, jealousy is just manifesting in this form because she's so incredibly jealous, you know. But yeah, I was a little confused at first why Garfield saved him, but that's right, we haven't had the whole conflict between Garfield and Subaru yet because Subaru had just waken up from a reset. And so, like I said during the reaction, we had Subaru who had the witch's scent on him, which made Garfield not trust him, but now the witch was, like, attacking the area and embracing Subaru, which can be Subaru's excuse as to why the scent is all over him, you know? So, interesting. Now, we obviously know the Witch of Envy is powerful. I mentioned it during the reaction, shouldn't she be stuck in Sanctuary too? But she doesn't have, like, a physical body, it seems like, which is what, like, we speculated Amelia was for, like, the Witch of Envy to possess. But I still wonder if she can get out of the barrier. I'm assuming she can, right? I don't think the Witch of Envy would bring herself into this barrier where she could be trapped if not, you know? Because that would mean that, essentially, if Subaru really wanted to, he could ditch anybody that couldn't leave the barrier up, and then just abandon everybody else that can't leave. Obviously, he wouldn't do that, but then the witch would be stuck inside the sanctuary and you'd never have to worry about her again, you know? Just never go in the sanctuary, and that's fine. She'll just be stuck in there, in this, like, cage. But, no, I'm pretty sure she can get out of it. So, it probably has to do with the fact that she's not, like, a physical form. That it doesn't matter, like, that she's a half-blood as well to follow the sanctuary. Or she's just so powerful that the rules wouldn't even apply to her anyway. You know, I don't know. But, yeah. Interesting. I wonder why Gluttony is all tied up. Would Gluttony just eat anything in front of her if she wasn't? You know? Like, because they seem to be, like, they're dead, but they're in this, like, spirit magic form. So what can Gluttony do in this form? Why is she tied up, you know? I mean, obviously we saw what she did to Subaru in that world, but that was also only in that world. Like, if Subaru had woken up, he wouldn't be dead, right? Like, he wouldn't be in pieces like that, because even she said, like, the whole scarf thing on his wrist, that wasn't part of, like, the physical, like, the whole place they're in isn't part of the physical world. So, I wonder what Daphne could do that's so bad that causes her to be tied up all the time in this, like, spiritual world that they kind of coexist in a way. It seems like Greed has the most power because she's the one that is always able to manifest for these tea parties, whereas she has to let the other ones inhabit her in order for them to show up. But I don't know. I'm super interested about so many things in this show, though. There's probably other things that were mentioned in this episode that I just kind of forgot about, that I didn't talk about, but this discussion has gone on long enough. I don't really have much else to say. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm super intrigued to how this is going to go, and I will be looking into when this is ending, if the second core is happening right away. If it's not, then that means there might be a poll coming up very soon regarding the next airing show that we need to watch, whatever is coming out in the next season of anime. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye!